I'm just doing tester audio right now.
Yeah.
So, say some things.
Things and shit and motherfucker, bitch, asshole, motherfucking shit. Fucking, I don't know.
The fact that you took a deep breath to get some more shit and motherfuckers out. That, I like that. And we're live. Yeah. Oh.
You gotta tap it on the. Always.
I'll never know why.
Doesn't matter.
That is not as tart as you made it sound.
It's not.
And I really wish there was video because me just saying that to start off of yeah, it's not what you think.
It's not. It actually turned out a lot better.
Which is exactly what she said.
Oh shit. All right, well, that's a good entrance to welcome everybody to another episode of the podcast where we pull back the curtain and give you some insight on what goes on behind the scenes of your favorite bar and restaurant. We like to call it the industry perspective.
Wow, there were parts of that went really fast. I couldn't follow you, and then you just came to a grinding halt.
Yeah, I'm Puerto Rican. I talk fast.
Okay.
Or I'm not talking fast. I'm just Puerto Rican.
It's not racist if you say it.
No.
Yeah. Which is what I hear a lot behind the bar. It's not racist if you say it.
What?
I wish that was just a joke, but I've heard that quite a bit from people. They're like, well, if you say it, it's not racist. And I just kind of look at them like, all right, cool.
Elaborate?
No, I'm just like, someone might either say something or want to say something. And you know that if a black man wasn't standing in front of them, they would have just said it. So then they look at me and they're like, yeah, but if you said it, it would be racist. So it's kind of like a double-edged sword. Like they're saying, like, well, if you said it, you can say it no matter what. I can't. Yeah. Yeah. Like that video, that TikTok you showed me.
Yeah.
Like, talking shit is like, but you got to say the N-word for me.
Yeah.
And that's how I've had that happen quite a bit. Quite a few people.
Last week at my first bar, it was this, I guess he used to work there, but whatever, conversation, this and that. I forgot how it came to, but it was something about going to France or some shit like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know how it came up, but he was like he said like, who's in Paris? And you know, Kanye and Jay-Z's.
Oh.
Yeah. So he was like, so he was just saying, he was like, who's in Paris? I was like, Kanye and Jay-Z. Like, it's like I don't think he was trying to get somebody to say it, but he was trying to make that joke. And I'm like, Kanye and Jay-Z were in Paris.
Yeah, no, he wanted you to know what song he was gonna bump.
Oh, I know what he was trying to say. And I'm like, Kanye and Jay-Z.
Yeah. He had that cued.
Yeah.
As soon as he plugged his phone into his car, that's the fucking song. His car starts up. Doo 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 doo. He said it before they did.
Yeah.
Oh wow! All right.
Okay. Cool. So, all right. So here we are. Another episode. Another week.
Oh shit! The official voice again.
Yeah. No, it's not the official voice, but I guess that's just my podcast voice. I gotta change that.
You're using your table voice right now.
I do that. I just started realizing that too with my other podcast, that I change my voice and I get very formal, and I don't know why, because I talk a lot of shit.
Man, you're so Hollywood.
I talk a lot of shit, and
you're playing.
And I realized, like, before recording and then after recording, my voice changes, and I'm just like, yeah. So, anyways. And I gotta stop that because it sounds very staged and very robotic.
You go through puberty with these podcasts.
Like I gotta keep it relaxed. I don't know why.
Honestly, it sounds like you're using your table voice.
Table voice.
Yeah, like if you talk a certain way when you talk to your table, but when you go back and talk to your coworkers, it's completely different. So, hey, motherfucker, why you enunciating? We back here. I mean, and we all have one. It's just like a telemarketer has their way of talking. Like, I mean, they made a whole movie about it, which is an excellent film. Although the end of it kind of went off the rails. It was really good. But by the end, I felt like you had to be black or woke to get it.
It was sorry to bother you. Sorry to bother you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. But if you weren't black and or woke, you didn't get the end. There was just too many layers to it. And I mean, I'm black, but I ain't woke. So I had to find me a woke motherfucker to explain it. I was like, hey, Bobby, explain this movie to me.
Who's Bobby?
I don't fucking know. I don't even know Bobby, but I was like, what kind of name could I throw out there that sounds white, black, is namely ambiguous? Everybody know a white Bobby and a black Bobby, or at least you met one.
Oh shit. Okay, so
and if there's Spanish, it's Papito.
You made me snort.
All right, cool.
All right, let's get
what were you saying? Use your table voice. Use your table voice when you're talking to me.
No, you said you had something to say. So I mean,
most of my things have just been.
Well, you told me the other night that you wanted to say something, so you wanted to say it before the podcast.
I don't remember that. I don't remember what we were talking about 2 hours ago.
It was literally yesterday.
Hey, it'll either come to me or it won't.
You were like, "Oh, this and this happened on Saturday's event, but I'm gonna save it for the pod."
Oh, it'll come back to me. It'll come back to me. Yeah.
Okay.
No, you had notes.
No. Okay, yeah. No. I got it.
Read your menu.
Let me read the menu and then I'll let you know.
How you gonna ask me to describe the menu items and I don't work in the kitchen? I will be seeing those.
So, I got a good chance to really get a feel for the new bars that I'm working at, and I fucking love them.
Yeah.
Clientele is dope. The people I work with are dope. The management, everybody's just dope. I've never been happier working at 2 different bars simultaneously. Like one of them, I'm bartending like right there.
Yeah. They
want me there all the time.
Yeah.
My manager texted me. He said, "Hey, I know you're working here the job on Saturday. Is there any way you can come in and like help us out? You know, we could really use you." And like I told you earlier in the week, for me, that really resonated with me, because to go from a place that did not acknowledge my skill, my work ethic, underappreciated and just completely shat on me, to go to a place where they're like, "Hey, it's been like 3 hours and you've been making drinks. Have you had a drink of water yet?"
Yeah. Or
they come back and like, "Hey, go take 10 right now."
Yeah.
Like, "Hey, go take a break." That's one thing I didn't tell you. Like, that manager there, he's like, "Hey, it's been a couple hours. You got a drink of water?" I'm like, "No, I haven't." He's like, "Yeah, go have a glass of water. Take like a minute.
Yeah.
Come right back." Okay. A couple hours later, "Hey, go take 10.
Were you panting? You're like,
no, I was in the zone. Like, like you're just in the zone. Right. Whatever, think about it. And 3 hours pass and you've been making cocktails for the last 3 hours. And he's like, "Hey, go take 10. Go sit down outside, whatever." And to me, it's like, to go from a place that doesn't even give a fuck as long as the bar's pounding out drinks, they don't care, to go to a place that's like, "Hey, yo, slow down, breathe, relax, water, come right back into it." I was like, damn, this place is really dope. And for them to be like, "Hey, you only work 3 days, but we see how good you are. We want you here on our busiest night, even though you have another job. If you can come in, great. If not, we understand." To me, it's like, damn, it's so good to be appreciated by people that don't know me and haven't worked with me, for me to give my first 2 shifts and have a good impression, to be like, "Yeah, no, we fuck with you.
Yeah.
Like, we know what you can do once you learn our cocktails, so we want you here."
All right.
So I really appreciated that. And then going into my second job, which is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, for them to be like, "Yeah, no, like, this is what we do, this is that." Like, it's really like not uppity. Like, you don't have to be on your shit but still be on your shit. Like,
nobody likes an uppity motherfucker.
If you want to,
man,
if you want to go in the
you
back,
call me uppity, we coming to blows. Like, that's just, it is what it is.
Like, like the owner bought like 2 bottles of DJ. He's like, hey, you want to go have a shot? Go have a shot in the back,
Right.
or whatever. Like, go have a drink, and you know, because I went to grab a Red Bull. I'm like, hey, can you ring me up for this? So like, oh no, you're fine.
Yeah.
Like, we don't like you're good. Like we've created a work environment where there's people here that don't take advantage. So, you know, have your Red Bull.
Shout out to hiring the right people.
Yeah. Yeah. Have your Red Bull, go have a drink
Yeah.
if you want, and you know, just do your job.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh shit. It's so nice to work in a place where the owner understands and is very chill, and it's like, hey, you guys are doing your thing. There's a lot of people here. Do what you need to do as long as the work gets done. And the
Right.
work got done.
Right.
So it was very refreshing.
So it was nice to have trust again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was very nice to be trusted and just be able to do my job.
Right.
Because one of them I'm bartending, the other I'm pouring bar backing.
Yeah.
So it was nice. I love both of those places. Like, yeah, I love them.
Yeah,
And the fact that they're walking distance
Right.
is so much greater. My coworkers are great. Like,
And that goes to what we talked about last week. You know, it's about making sure that you have the right fit. You're working in the place that it feels like home to you, because that's where you're going to work the best. You're going to have the most fun. You're going to bring the best energy. And then that's what brings guests back.
Yeah.
You know, because honestly, there's only 2 reasons to go out. One is to get out of the house and you don't care where you go, or you only go to the one place you know, or 2, because you haven't been to that place in the last few days and you just want to go and check in on the people that you feel a part of your life. Like the Cheers kind of concept. Like, you don't have to know everyone's name, but just, you know them. You walk in, they're happy to see you. Maybe you haven't been in a couple weeks, maybe you haven't been in a couple months, but like, you're like, man, I got to go back there. That's the other reason why you go out. You go out for the experience and for the connection and everything like that. So it's difficult to give that if you are the person working there and you don't feel it.
Yeah, if you're not in your game, it's definitely hard.
Yeah.
Like we've both been in those places where it's just like, you go in and you're like, fuck. I went into my second place on.
We've actually been in that place together twice.
Yeah.
We've worked at 2 different places that was just like, yo, this ain't it.
No. So to go into that place on Saturday and to feel kind of like tired, but like more just sleepy because I didn't have my nap. I need my nap. You know me. One thing about me is I'm a nap.
Oh, you gon' nap.
I'm a nap.
Oh yeah.
So to walk in and be like, I'm a little sleepy, but the energy here is so great that I'm like, it wakes me up. And even though it's so crowded and I can't really get through to do my job, it's like, it's a good time. Everybody's having a good time. Everybody's chilling. It's the environment. Like, it's just that secondhand, like, you guys are having a good time, so I'm having a good time. Like, for instance, I told you this, but I was carrying the I don't know what's it called, but it's like the little fucking jug so people can pour their own water. And the security guard is like, hey, I'll make a way for you. So right behind him, carrying it, and we're going to the door. and this girl puts a drink on top of it. And I kind of just stood there and I'm like, in my mind, I'm like, really? But also it's like, well, fuck it. Like, all right, I'm gonna just take it anyways. And she's like, no, I was just kidding. I'm sorry. I'm like, no, hey, like, I didn't mean my looks to be like, what the fuck? It was just like, I told her, like, I was going to take this back to the dish pit anyway. Right. So it's whatever, as long as you're having a good time. So when I came back empty handed, she's like, I just want to let you know, like, it was just a joke. I'm like, no. It was funny. Yeah. It was funny. Like, I don't want you to think I was mad. It was just like me looking at it like, well, it's just that busy that people are like, oh, somebody's carrying some shit, whatever. Right. So like, I wasn't mad.
But it could come off dismissive, you know.
Yeah.
And in that particular instance, that person didn't mean it that way.
Yeah, no, at all.
I can also flip the script and tell you about how that happened in front of me recently. In the last 3 months. Okay. But
in a different place, such as the place I was working in before,
that's what I was about to say. You just cut me off to say
I wasn't
you
done
just
yet.
wanted it to be yours.
But
I have a little story.
I wasn't done yet, though.
Let me piggyback off your story, bro.
Well, let me finish and then you can piggyback.
I feel like you've already finished.
No. I'm creating the segue for you.
There's just melted ice in that drink.
I'm creating this.
You still want to sip, huh?
In a different place, like the one we were working at before, that would have sent me off because the clientele there is a whole different mindset. But in this place, everybody's so cool and the environment. I was like, no, I'm not really not that mad about it. It's whatever.
Yeah.
So now you can. I'm done.
Nah. You've already said it. Yeah. That story's gone now. Nah,
Yeah, I mean,
maybe I'll throw that out there next week. They'll have to tune in to the next episode.
Look, man, people said you talk too much. I just want to make sure I get my words in.
Hey, people said you talk too much too, homie. We
Who
some
said
talking
that?
motherfuckers. I didn't ask for names. I just took your word for it. You gonna trust these Yelp reviews?
Oh shit!
That's what you gonna do. I'm getting paid for these Yelp reviews. You gonna trust them? But yeah, I definitely wholeheartedly agree with that. Being in the right place, having the right energy around you, even if something that is meant as a joke or isn't meant as a joke, you could take it the right way if you're in the right place. You know what I mean? Who's to say that if that person wouldn't have meant it as a joke, you still were ready to just dismiss it. You were like, whatever it is, what it is. Her meaning it as a joke, it made it mean more. Like it was more memorable. But you're working in an environment now that you could have had that happen to you in a negative way. You could have been like, you know what? Fuck them.
Yeah.
It is what it is.
And speaking of, I told you this. I was picking up glassware, which actually it's not true because we use tossware, which is just plastic cups, which is fucking genius.
I'm still trying to understand why everyone calls plasticware silverware when they're in a certain setting. Yeah, can I get some silverware? I'm like, but it ain't silver. Sorry, that just bugs me.
Okay. Well, the cups and everything we use is all plastic, which is great.
Yeah, just say utensils.
Okay.
No, not you. I'm just saying, can I get some utensils?
So anyways, I'm going around doing my rounds, picking up all the fucking, we call it tossware because you can just throw it, nothing happens. And there's, against the wall, there's a railing where people can put their drinks and shit. And I'm going in there collecting cups, and I'm trying to get through because it's so packed. It's a big event. People are in there just having fun. And I'm like, okay, I say, excuse me, whatever. And I pass by this one guy. And I'm like, yo, excuse me, or whatever, grab my stuff. And then I go to turn around to like continue doing what I'm doing. And he's posted up, right? Elbows up on the rail, legs extended out, leaning back. He's chilling there. And I trip over him because his legs are out.
And because you stay tripping.
His legs are out. And it's crowded. So, like, there's already a couple things wrong with there. Like, you're posted up against the wall. Your legs are extended. You see me doing my job. I have my shirt that says, I work here. Doesn't say I work here, but you see the logo.
All right, cool.
You see the logo.
I was going to ask.
You see the logo. It says I work here.
That,
nobody else is wearing that.
I want that shirt, though.
That says I work here?
Yeah, I want a shirt that says I work here.
We should do that.
Yeah. Yo, I'll make that tonight. Yo, I'm going to make that tonight.
Yeah.
And we're going to put it on the site. But we're not going to put it out until we have those shirts ourselves. Okay. Y'all can't have that yet.
Yeah. So, still, after I say, excuse me, so I can do my job, and he still just hasn't moved. I trip over him and step on his shoes and scuffed them. I don't know if I scuffed them, but I stepped on him. And I'm like, oh, shit, my bad. And I look at him, and he gives me this dirty-ass look, like if I fucked up. But, bro, you're posted up against the wall. You don't have a drink in hand. You don't have a drink next to you. There's no women around you. You're not by any friends. It's just
no women
you.
Around you.
It's just you by yourself, posted against the wall, legs out, being creepy as hell. And I'm the one that fucked up? Nah, go home. Go home. What are you doing here? You're not doing anything but taking the space. You're gonna give me a dirty look? Nah, fuck that. You gotta get the fuck out of here. You ain't doing shit but just taking the space.
You wanted to bust that dirty.
Yeah, I wanted to bust the fucking dirty area and take the fucking cups, and you wanted to trip me and give me a dirty look because I stepped on your shoes when you got your legs out? Come on. Act like you've been here before.
Yeah. I just got one question. Like, that place serves food.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because you said tossware.
Yeah.
Like, what kind of food do they have? Just bar food?
Yeah, just
like
bar.
Wings?
Burgers,
stuff
wings,
like
fries.
Salads?
No salads.
No salads. So, because there's no salads, even though you're giving them tossware, they can't toss any salads with them. No, they can't, because y'all don't offer salads. I mean,
we're gonna lose so much listeners from that. Right
viewer listeners.
Viewer listeners.
Mm.
So we're gonna ignore that.
I don't know why.
No,
y'all should offer healthy options.
There's vegan options.
Oh,
there's Impossible Burgers and.
So if they toss a burger with the tossware, it'd be like tossing the refried beans of salads. Yeah? No?
No.
All right, cool. What's the next topic?
No, we're moving on. Anyways.
Tossware.
Yeah.
You'll never hear that the same again.
No.
You're like, man, if y'all ever serve salads, I'm gonna be there first fucking day. First day. Ready to toss some salads, homie. I'll be right there at the front door.
My point is that get the fuck out of the way.
Uh-huh.
Get the fuck out of the way. That's it. I didn't have a point, but I
clown
came to a
shoes.
Point. Yeah. I don't know what kind of shoes they were wearing. He was wearing like some kind of tan beige shoes. I stepped on them, and honestly, I did feel bad in that moment. But now looking back, and I'm like, you know what? No, I don't feel bad.
So you made them look like old school Reeboks, because scuffs look like the little Reebok symbol, little track sign.
Yeah. Fuck his shoes. I'm glad I stepped on them. I hope I stepped in like some cranberry juice on his tan shoes.
Damn, you Nike checked his shoes? Yeah. You went with the down and back up?
Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, I hope there's a footprint on those shoes that he can't get out now. I hope it's stained. Not a big enough stain where people can see, but he can see. And in his mind, he's like, there's a stain on my shoes. I can't wear these out anymore. I hope that stays with him for the rest of his life with those shoes.
Yeah, but what if he starts to fight crime with those shoes?
Whatever.
That's his like villain origin
story. You know what? I don't care. As long as he
like, they're like, what? There's this new crime fighter fighting crime in Skid Row with some scuffed up
whenever
tan chucks, and he's like, how did you get those scuffed chucks? And he's like, yo.
The next time he decides he's gonna go out to an event and sit against the wall, and he's like picking out his fin, he's like, oh, I'm gonna wear fuck. It's got that little very, very, very translucent red stain. Damn, I can't wear these. Because that motherfucker stepped on them. I hope that stays with him for the remainder of his life with those shoes. So I hope he cannot wear those shoes again because in his mind he sees them, but nobody else can. Yeah, that's how petty I am.
So what if bars started hiring you to come in and be petty?
I could do that.
And there's a spotlight in the sky and it's just some scuff marks. Like, yo, we need some petty. We need Petty P over here, yo.
Oh,
we need Petty P behind the bar, scuffing shoes.
Oh, fuck. So that was my weekend in a nutshell.
Yeah. Man, mine, I did I don't want to call it private event because it wasn't like private. It was, like a comedy show or whatever. So they hired people in and we worked that, and man, I got to see firsthand how a venue will overcharge people for the most simple things because they know there's at least 3 layers of defense between them and the person complaining. Because I got yelled at so many times for some shit that I ain't had no control over, and the person who hired me had no control over, and the person who hired them had no control over, but the people who run the venue set the prices. That's really what it was.
It's like the Spartans at 300. You got all those layers of shields, and you're in the back just like...
Yeah. Yo, but
you gotta get through all this to get to me.
Honestly, if I would have been alive during that time, fighting wars and shit, I'd rather be in the back of the army. Yeah, because by the time you get to me, I'm ready, homie. Like, yo, if you made it all the way here, even if I'm the last one, I'm ready to go. Man, you earned this ass whooping I'm about to lay on you. At least that's what I'm gonna say to him. Try to act like I'm not the weakest motherfucker in the army. That's why they put my dumb ass in the back. They were like, yo, like I'm just sitting in the back, like I can't wait for a motherfucker to get back here. Bring your ass home. I see him like, Hey, so what happened was I didn't think you'd make it back here.
Nah.
And, I just cleaned the scuffs off of shoes.
Yeah,
That's my job.
I'm back here just picking up all the weapons and everything, and counting everything. But for events like that, I don't at least. I don't know why venues will charge $5, $6, $7 for water.
Oh, I mean, because they're greedy.
Yeah, that's a given, but it's like I would understand bottled water if you want to charge that much, but if there's just a fountain of shit there's no at festivals,
there's no water fountain.
I know, but that's what I'm saying. Like if there's a fountain where you gotta wait for the water, like EDC where you can go fill up your shit or go pay $6, $7, $8 for a bottle of water, I can kind of get that. But if that's the only source of water, that's fucked up. That's one thing that I don't like.
I think both are equally fucked up. The reason why I equate it to greed is because they know someone's going to want water. They also know they're going to have to buy that water to make sure it's there. Now, it's not going to cost them that much to have it there, but the water drinker is only going to have one bottle, most likely. So you're only going to make money off of them one time. So you got to make it count. You think you're going to come into my venue and only spend $5? That's how they're looking at it. While the person who's drinking alcohol has a tendency to come back. Oh, I'll get another beer. So the beer may cost the venue to buy it like $2.50. And then once it gets inflated and trickle down kicks in, it really may only cost them $4.50 at the most. Mm-hmm. But they gonna charge $9. They're gonna charge $8, whatever, because they know you're gonna keep coming back. That's why, in my opinion, that alcohol, even though that's where we make the bulk of our living, it's so widely accepted by all these places because you can regulate it. They're gonna keep coming back. But you let a motherfucker get high, you might not see them the rest of the night. They might not even remember that they were at an event.
Nope.
That's why that shit is so looked down upon, because it's hard to regulate. Alcohol, you can regulate that easy. Yeah. You can buy a bottle for whatever amount, but you'll go out and spend 5 times that amount for 1/3 of what you're getting. Hey, why? Because everybody else that you want to see is over there. All your friends is there, or if you ain't got no friends, or you ain't got no friends at night, somebody's gonna be there. And if you're looking for a partner, hey, you're going to go to a place where you might find one. Can't do that with weed. Motherfucker be so relaxed, be like, I don't need that motherfucker anyway. But yeah. Anyway, soapbox rant over, man. I was just thinking about that. I was just like, man, it's just crazy that places will charge what they charge. But
my thing is just,
you're going to pay it.
It's just the price of water. It's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
It's fucking stupid.
Yeah.
And it doesn't cost that much either.
But my point was that alcohol is the same way. We just don't view it the same way because we're conditioned to say, hey, well, if I want to go get drunk in public, I mean, it's literally illegal to be drunk in public unless you're inside of a place that's selling you more alcohol.
Or Vegas.
Yeah, but they just assume that you're buying it from somewhere or you're wasting your money there on gambling or whatever. It's just all the way to make money. Which, shit, I ain't mad at it because I'm trying to make some too. They figured it out.
Did you remember your thing that you were going to tell me yet or no?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
No. It's gone.
All right, that's fair. So one thing I also saw over the weekend was, and it reminded me of things that every bartender sees. And I don't know if we talked about this. I think we might have. I hope we didn't. But it's the people that will be at the bar waving their credit card, trying to get your attention.
Oh yeah.
Did we talk about that?
No, but me and you talked about it.
Okay, good. Yeah, right. Oh my god, I saw plenty of that. So you got.
Oh shit, he's talking fast.
So you'll have. So the bar was crowded, right?
Mm-hmm.
And me, I'm just doing my bar back thing. I'm like, I'm not serving any drinks. I'm here to make sure everything's set up so the bartenders can do their thing. And you got people like, excuse me. I'm like, what's up? Hey, can I order from the bartender? I'm just,
Right.
they're like, oh, okay. And they kind of get mad, like, I'm not going to serve you just
Right.
because nah, I'm doing something else, man. I got 5 other things I got to do.
Yeah.
So you got people like leaning over, trying to get your attention, waving. They got money in hand, credit card, like, hey,
Yeah.
over here, pay attention. Oh my God, bro. As a barback or bartender, that shit. Oh, there's no other way to get slower service than to wave your fucking tender in the bartender's face. Like,
The only question is, are you swiping left or right? Do you keep swiping left on them because you don't like their tender? You don't like their profile?
No.
Bad profile photo. I'm swiping. Bartender swipes left on that every time. Is what you're saying?
Yeah. If you want to be the last person on the bartender's queue, wave your money in front of them, because that is a surefire way to be like, fuck you. Yeah. You don't do that. Every bartender knows who's come up at what point. You see who's come up. You know your list. So you coming up and like, hey, can I get real quick? Can I just get? No, you can't real quick because I got to do these other things real quick. So you can fucking wait. Mm. No, I don't care if you're waving 50, 100. No.
One thing I will say though,
that shit's annoying.
If you are at the bar and you're not waving money, and the bartender's serving you, get your fucking money together. Yeah. Especially if you're going to be paying with a card. Yeah. Because the one thing I cannot fucking stand is if I'm making someone else wait for whatever reason, whether they have to wait because they were next or they have to wait because they were being a dick, and I see them have their card or at least X amount of dollars that they think will cover whatever form of payment, or as you say, Tinder. I mean, not just you say, it's a real word.
No, I didn't just say that.
When I go to this person and I come back and I'm like, hey, this is whatever, and they don't have their money ready, is infuriating. But what's worse is if you've been ordering the same thing all night from the same bartender, or at least in the same place, and you come up multiple times and don't get your money ready until the bartender's like, hey, it's this amount. I need you to start staying home more. Yeah. You don't need to come out until you do your homework.
Have your money ready, but don't be the person that's like, waving it in the, like over the rail, like, hey, service. No, don't. Have it ready, but don't be that person. Yeah. That shit irks the fuck out of me. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I'll take care of you. Like, no, you won't. No, you won't.
No.
You're not going to.
Because you've already shown a lack of patience.
Yeah.
And people with money have patience. Majority of the time. Obviously, you'll see some people here and there that buck the trend. But the majority of people who have money have patience, because usually it takes patience to make the money that they have. So, yeah.
I could have gone on a whole tangent, but I don't think I want to. It's just
cool.
It's really, really frustrating.
It's frustrating to be that rude. Yeah.
And then on top of that, it's the people the bars that don't have like that weird fucking closing thing that you gotta go under. The arm closing thing. Sounds stupid.
Yeah.
But like the easy entrance and exit, like the people that stand right there thinking that they're gonna get quicker service because they're right there, damn near behind the bar. Oh man, I can't tell you how many times I was like, excuse me, I need you guys to not I need you guys to clear this area. Yeah. Like I kept going back to like, excuse me, can you keep this area clear? Yeah. And they're like, oh my bad, I'm just trying to get a drink. Like, cool, get in line. Yeah. Get the fucking line.
But they got their drinks faster over here. Yeah, because they work here. That's going to a table. Get the fuck out of the way.
Yeah, like you being closer into the bar doesn't expedite your service. That just makes them ignore you more. Damn. Because you're in the fucking way. You're being a nuisance. Like my point is, stop being annoying.
Yeah.
We'll get to you when we can get to you. We have an order. We have a queue of people that have come up. We know.
And
Bartenders know.
if you come up and we get it wrong, it's one thing to look at the other person and be like, hey, I was actually here before this other person. And y'all can fight that out. Say you both walked up at the same time, or one walked up as I turned my back and the other one walked up as I was turning around and didn't see it. And you're like, hey, nah, I was here first. All right, then only do that respectfully. Mm-hmm. What I don't want to see is people being like, I was here first. And that actually makes me want to serve you last.
Because then we're going to move on to the next person who's just like, hey, I'm here.
Yeah. No, I'm saying it in a sense of, you say two people or two groups are standing next to each other, and as I said, like I laid it out, maybe for some reason I thought one person or one group was there before the other. If you're going to correct me, just do it respectfully. Like, hey, actually I was here first. Because a lot of times by you doing it that way, I'm going to be disarmed in a sense of like, oh, you're interrupting me when I thought they were first or whatever. You're like, oh, well, you're being so cool about it. And then I'm going to look at the other person or the other group and be like, yo, they're being sincere. I hear sincerity out of that. That makes me think they were here first. Let me take care of them. Because a lot of times when people are doing it the right way and they know that someone was there before them, but the bartender comes in there first, they're waiting for the other person to be like, nah, I was actually here first. What the fuck? And they're like, yeah, you're right. Now I'm going to take care of both of y'all. People want to be taken care of. People want stronger cocktails or whatever, but they want it for the same price everybody else is paying. So if you're going to pay the same price, why are you supposed to get extra? And for you to say you'll take care of me on the back end, how do you know that what you're taking care of me is more than this person from me giving them just regular service? Because to you, $10 may be a lot of money for, 2 drinks or 3 drinks or whatever. But to this person, $10, they might pay that for a $10 cocktail. Hey, I'm going to tip you $10 on top of that 10. Now, I remember you the rest of the night. You don't tip me $10 every time, but maybe you tip me $5. But that stacks up. You over here, while being rude, may think that, I'm going to take care of you. You give me $10 one time. I don't see you the rest of the time. So we're always playing like a push and pull, a give and take. We're always playing the odds. Just know that sometimes we're going to be right. Sometimes we're going to be wrong. But if you come in with the right attitude, that's what you're going to get in return. Don't complain about pricing because the person serving you didn't set that pricing.
Nope.
And on top of that, you may not even know who they're employed by and who you're trying to steal money away from. What if you're trying to support a business that is within, your wheelhouse of, hey, they are underappreciated, like a black business, a Filipino business, a Mexican business, whatever. And you're like, I want to give money back into that community. But yet you're asking for free drinks or stronger drinks, which if I'm making your drink stronger, there's less in the bottle for everyone else who's paying the same price you're paying. Then on top of that, if this company is owned by someone who is of this ethnicity, you're actually taking money out of their hands. You know what I'm saying? That was what I wanted to talk about earlier. I was just waiting for a good segue.
I'm glad we came to that.
I was waiting for a good segue.
And that's a good segue for me.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people over the weekend were complaining about the prices of the cocktails. So the second place I work at is Beer and Wine, which in downtown LA, their prices are relatively cheap. It's $8 to like $12 for the Beer and Wine,
especially for LA.
That's cheap, and that's standard, but also kind of cheap.
Yeah.
And people were complaining, saying like, "Oh, $8 for a can of beer," and it's not your regular can of beer.
Right.
It's the slightly bigger, not a tall boy, but it's that medium.
Right.
One. And they were complaining about that. It's like, yo, you go down the street 2 blocks, it's gonna cost you damn near $10, $12, $11.
Right.
And if you want a cocktail like the margaritas we're serving, it's gonna cost you $14. What do you mean you're complaining about that price? And those are the people that are gonna tip you $1 or not tip you at all.
Right.
And that shit irks the fuck out of me. And again, it's like, stay home.
Yeah.
Go buy your $32 bottle of Casamigos and pour your own shit.
That's not $32. That's $60.
Oh, 60?
Yeah. People are paying that much for Casamigos. People are paying that much for Casamigos. Oh, shit. That is some of the dumbest shit I've ever heard. $60 for Casamigos.
Like go buy a bottle.
Go buy a bottle of $60.
$60 for Casamigos.
On sale. People are paying for Casamigos. I'm like looking at that. I'm like, that's not real tequila, bro. Like
32 was like
chill. I had somebody say that to me last week. They're like, "You got Casamigos?" And I was like, "Nah." What kind of tequila you got? And I explained to them the tequila we have, which is good tequila. And they're like, "You have anything better?" And I'm like, "You asked me for Casamigos, bruh." I just named 4 tequilas that were better than that.
Man, Casamigos ain't ever gonna.
I don't care if they do or they don't. Like I'm gonna be real about their shit.
Yeah.
Just like I would about lose these sponsors too, like fucking Lobos. Well, the other one I don't want to say because I got a homie that works there. But my point is, I've been at tastings where they're like, "Well, if you like Casamigos, you'll like us." Bruh, why are you as an agave spirit seller downplaying your own product to say, hey, the one that you heard of that isn't that good, but everyone's heard of it and everyone likes it because of the name and because it's sweet. It's a sweet tequila. They add the vanilla and all this other shit to it to sweeten it up. It
takes away from the spirit. Like you gotta dilute it so much.
They literally colonized the agave plant, and these motherfuckers is like drinking it left and right. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm not saying it's trash. It's not trash. I'm just saying, please stop hyping it like it's the best tequila that you ever had.
Because it's not.
It's a decent tequila. Would I drink it instead of Juarez or some shit? Yeah, absolutely. Is it worth $70 a bottle? Nah. I'll drink Hornitos before I drink that. And that's not even a diss on Hornitos or even a diss on Casamigos. Just saying, to me, they're equal. They're just different flavors.
But yeah, my thing is those are the same people that to just stay home. If you're gonna complain about the prices and not tip, just like I keep saying this, act like you've been here before.
Mm-hmm.
Stop.
Yeah,
the prices aren't that especially at the place I work at. Prices are really fucking cheap compared to the places we've been to.
Right.
In the last couple of months, even the last year we've been here.
Yeah.
The place I work at, man, those prices are fucking cheap.
True. And before I went off on that tirade, what I was trying to say was that the people who complain about the pricing of things is because they say, "Oh, I can buy a whole bottle for that." Yeah, you can. But
then go buy the bottle.
But hear me out though. You can't bring that bottle in here.
No.
And everything in here, you're here because other people are here or because something is going on here. If it all costs the exact same price, how could they afford to employ me to be here to take care of you? And you may think I can pour my own drinks and this and that. If you're in a public setting doing that, how many motherfuckers have passed out in the bushes of a family barbecue because they got to pour their own drinks? It's not just that I'm pouring the drink. I'm pouring it the right way, making it taste the same every time, the way it's supposed to taste, so that you can party however long you want to party. I'm here to be your friend. I'm here to be your fucking therapist.
These liquor companies say, drink responsibly. And
right.
As bartenders, that's what we're here to facilitate.
What we're here to do.
We're here to make sure you drink responsibly. If you want to just get blacked out, drunk, shit-faced, do that somewhere else. Right. You don't do that at the venue, at the bar. You don't do that there. That's not the place to do it. You want to get blackout, fucking laying in your own puke? Do that shit at home. Stay the fuck home.
It's like going to IHOP and ordering breakfast or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
And you're like, yo, can I get 2 eggs with that? And they charge you $1.50 an egg. I don't ever hear, and I'm saying it happens, but I don't ever hear people being like, I could get a whole carton for that. Yeah, you could. But you can't bring a carton of eggs into the IHOP and go in the back and cook it and then hang out with all your friends. You're paying for the convenience.
You're paying for the service.
Yeah.
That's what you pay for when you go out.
Treat your service industry professional. Treat your service industry professional the right way, and they will take care of you.
Yeah.
Instead of demanding someone make it strong or give you something for free, be as friendly to us as we're trying to be friendly to everybody. Pay attention to the fact that, we may be having a long fucking day and we're doing the best we can in that time. How many times have you had someone in the last couple of days come and be like, man, how you doing today? And they're guests, and you're like, man, I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. You remember them. You take care of them. Like,
yeah. And you know what? That's I don't know how much time we have left, but this is one thing I want us to do going forward is like little industry tips for non-industry people. If you want to go to a place and get taken care of, go on the nights where it's not popping, where it's less busy, there's not that many people to take care of. Go in those nights, even if you're a 9 to 5. Go in on a Monday or Tuesday when it's dead. Go in there and hang out, maybe for any of an hour. Have one drink.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know the bartenders. Get to know the staff. Go on those nights where they have time to talk and not, be busy about drinks. And then when you come in on a busy night, they'll be like, yo, how you doing, man? I got you.
Yeah.
Go in on the nights where it's dead. Make friends with the bartenders, and then come back on a busier night, and then they can be like, "Yo, I know you. I got you, man.
Yeah.
Yo, you want this? It's on you. That's on me. I got you. I take care of you."
Yeah.
That's for those people that want those free drinks. That's the best way to get those free. It's not guaranteed.
Right.
This isn't like foolproof plan, but that is a good way to get in good with the business. Is going on the dead nights.
Yeah.
And it's slow. Get to know the staff. I'm not saying be a regular, but just go on those nights where they're not going to make that much money.
But see, here's my thing. Not to cut you off on that, but you said one key word. You said not to be a regular. When did being a regular become stigmatized? Like, there's nothing wrong with being a regular.
There's not.
People want irregular behavior or irregular treatment, but they're not willing to be a regular to do it, because in their mind, being a regular means, oh, you're saying I'm regular. A regular is just a term for us. To me, calling you a regular means that you're actually special to me.
Yeah.
It ain't meaning you regular. So if I out of nowhere in the last
I didn't know that was stigmatized.
It is, because when you go to a place and say someone already knows the bartender, you assume they're there all the time. They may have only met that bartender or that server or that manager or that host one other time, but they made an impact that now they're treated as the type of person, like, you don't have to be here every day. I don't want you here every day. I don't want you drinking and eating with me every day, because that means you're not living your life fully. But I want you here enough and caring enough that I know about your family. I know about you. I know what you're going through. I know about your job. You know about me and what I'm going through. It feels like we have a bit of a friendship, even if we would never hang out like together, we hang out there at that one particular place. That's what being a regular is. But now it's looked at as like, oh, you know everybody here? But that's because it's viewed as jealousy. How dare you be here enough where those people know you and respect you or like to see you, especially when it comes to a relationship. It got looked at as like, oh, you're spending too much time there instead of being home. Well, just do everything with balance. There's one homie I know, I've only seen him maybe 4 or 5 times in the year that I've lived here. But every time I see him, I know his name. I just don't want to throw his name out there like that, because I don't know if he want his name out there like that. But like, every time I see him, it's love. You know what I'm saying? Like, to the point where the last time I saw him was at a bar I was working at temporarily. He popped in. He's like, man, I was just looking for you at this other bar you used to work at. I was like, yeah, man, I don't work there. He's like, oh, man, well, I guess I'll be coming here now. But just the fact I remembered him and his energy, he don't tip me fat. He just tips me appropriately. But he gives me good energy. So, like, when I saw him, I was like, I got you the rest of the night, homie. You just come in
with the right attitude.
Yeah.
And this popped in my mind. for the people that are wondering, like, well, how do I be a regular at a club? It's like, you really can. The best way to get in that, I guess, circle is to know the promoter, and then they know the people there. But you just gotta be personable.
Yeah.
Honestly, if you're one of those people that's like, well, I want to get like, I don't want to spend like thousands of dollars to get regular service at a club. It's like, that's a different type of people. But like, if you want to do that, you got to know the promoters. You got to know the people that work there. You just got to be personable. Don't be weird.
Yeah.
Don't try too hard.
Yeah.
Just be you. Get to know them. I know it's harder when you're in a club, music's bumping and it's loud, but you just got to come with the right energy. If you wanna get, you know, not expedited service, but just kind of get cool with those people, you just
talk to them like real people.
Yeah, you know? just be personable. Just don't try too hard, and just be real.
And instead of looking towards people, and not just
don't look at them trying to be like, oh, I need to be their friend so they can give me the. No, just be a person.
Right. I'm just saying, don't go into things with an ulterior motive.
Yeah.
Just go into it like, hey, let me genuinely get to know you. I have a good friend that's where our friendship came from. You know, he used to be a regular at a club that I worked at, and like straight up, he was a regular at that club. I'd see him once a month or every few weeks or something like that. I didn't see him all the time, and he didn't do anything crazy. He didn't tip me crazy. I still don't think he knows how to tip correctly. To be personal, you know, like straight up about it.
Good energy,
but he comes with good energy, and we've been friends for years. You know, like I remembered him because he had that right energy. So you do good, you have that right energy, all that's going to come back on you. Anything you want to add to that? Because we're at 50 something minutes.
Shit, are we?
Yeah, you know, I think the rest we can save till next episode.
Yeah.
We both had our tangents for today. We apologize for our tangents. For anybody who doesn't want to hear one side or the other too much, hey man, you got to deal with both of us. Like, we're in this together. But like, we definitely had some stuff to get out there this episode, you know, stuff that, because we missed out on the episode a couple weeks ago, we just wanted to catch you up.
Mm-hmm.
Give that good energy. Plus, my man's really excited. He's got 2 jobs he likes.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Nice. Yeah.
Which I'm sure a lot of y'all can really understand. A lot of y'all can understand how that is. Like, working 2 jobs and you hate both of them, man, that sucks. Or working one that you like more than the other, but you have to work both, can suck. So it's nice to be in 2 places that you really like.
Fuck that place. Those Magnum bottles sitting in the fucking walk-in. I hope they never get sold. Sit on them.